Yeah, we are joined by our special guest, South Carolina forward, the one, the only, Mr. BJ Mack. BJ, how we doing on this Wednesday afternoon?
Doing good, doing good. How are you?
Doing good,
Doing good, man. Thank you so much for joining us today, taking some time out of your busy schedule and all that. How's this week been for you guys? Obviously, you get the week off before getting back in action on Saturday, but just kind of describe to us, has it been more like you guys have been able to kind of take your mind at ease a little bit more? Or how's it been for y'all?
It's just been a lot of reflecting just so far on like the year so far up to this point. This is the first bye week we really had. So we just pretty much been saying, hey, we've been doing good up to this point. We had back-to-back losses coming up before this, but we're just reflecting back on those games to see the mistakes that we made and making sure heading into Saturday we don't keep repeating those mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are preparing to go on a 2-game road stretch. Obviously at Ole Miss this Saturday. How has the week off helped you guys, reset your bodies and all that kind of stuff to prepare for such a road stretch?
It's been great. Monday we watched film on the game, then got up a lot of shots. Yesterday we had real actual practice to get back with our win, and then today we have like a rehab day. So just making sure we're getting in with the athletic trainers, making sure we're doing like feel good things for our body. So getting ready to prepare Thursday, tomorrow, and Friday for the game.
Yeah, definitely. And, BJ, obviously we spoke about it at Auburn. It was just one of those nights where everything Auburn was doing, they shot 60-something% from the field. I think it's tough to beat a team when they're doing that. Just with the LSU game, you guys played pretty well for most of the day. You have that 16-point lead. In your opinion, where did things kind of just go wrong there in the second half of that game?
I just feel like we didn't really communicate on they kept going back and forth with us. We didn't really get enough stops and communicating on like our defensive coverages of what we needed to do, where we needed to help at. Late game scenarios, we tried to foul late, but we didn't. Nobody tried to foul, and then we did give up an and one when we're up by 3. And it's like, hey, if you let them take the layup and don't foul, they have to foul us. Like they can't just continue to all right, we're gonna play on.
What did Lamont and staff kind of draw up on that final possession there when you guys are able to advance the ball up court and try to get one more shot off to win the game?
He was just trying to get us a good look. It really was just trying to find a good look. We tried to get a quick little lob tap in with Colin, but he had slipped. So the next option was Kobe on it. So Kobe got a good look off. If you think it back on it, he got a great look off with it. I know we had faith in Kobe making a shot. It just didn't go in.
Yeah, BJ, that's something you brought up. You guys having faith in each other to make shots. This offense, seems very fun to play, and you guys shoot a lot, trust each other. How much fun is it to play an offense in Lamont's Paris offense? And can you kind of share your role in it?
No, it's great. Just being able to be like a veteran guy in it, knowing that, hey, if I feel like I have a great shot or a great opportunity to either score or help somebody else score, he wants us to capitalize on it. So just in that, it's like if I feel like I have a mismatch to be able to help draw an extra defender, hey, I'm gonna make the easy pass and I'm gonna read because I know I've seen these guys in the gym night in and night out being able to ready and knock down shots. So I have faith in them.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to ask you about Colin a little bit. Obviously, he's kind of been playing out of his mind lately. I'm sure it's kind of taken everyone by a little bit of a surprise just to how good he's playing. Putting up 30 points one game and all that. What have you seen from him and his growth throughout the entire season?
He's just been learning. He's just wanted to soak in everything. He's been watching a lot of film, asking a lot of questions for me, to Josh, Ben, because since we're older guys, we've been through it. So he just wanted to learn everything from us. So we wasn't even surprised when he's starting to come along now because we've been seeing it in practice, seeing how he's been going after it, trying to make sure he's coming back from when he did have mono. He was making sure he was coming back strong, 100%. Because he knew that he was like, hey, if I'm gonna be able to come back on this floor and be able to make an impact, I have to be ready. Everybody, he's seen how we were rolling, so he was like, hey, I want to contribute to that.
Yeah, absolutely. And how cool is it for you to be a vet and kind of bring a kid like that up?
It's amazing. I was kind of in a similar situation that Wofford were having a lot of young guys on the team, so this is kind of easier knowing him because hey, he wants to learn, he wants to be able to help out the team in any way possible.
Another guy we wanted to talk about a little bit, BJ, was Josh Gray. Earlier in the season with non-conference play, he was a guy that wasn't seeing a ton of minutes, but you get into SEC play, you got these bigger guys that are 7 feet tall, like Kentucky, for instance. They had 3 7-footers and stuff. Obviously, I mean, you and Colin could do a lot, but it does help to have a guy like Josh in there who can rebound and play good defense. What have you seen from him over the last few weeks that's really impressed?
Just his consistency. That's really been a big thing. We talked with Josh a lot about just being consistent, making sure that his effort is there night in and night out, because that's what we need, especially on the defensive end. Going against guys at like Mississippi State, Kentucky, like they have multiple 7-footers, multiple guys that are big and strong, just like how we are. So having another guy like that coming in off the bench, or if somebody's hurt, him stepping up in and being a starter, that's very much needed for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Josh Gray's another big character on this team. Obviously, the nickname, the horse mask, all that fun stuff. You guys have a lot of characters on your team. Talk to me about the culture you guys have.
The culture is great here. It's just a bunch of guys that are willing to come in and just want to be around each other. We're happy every day to see each other, see the success from each person night in and night out, as you can tell. So it's just that culture that Coach Paris has built here for us. He came in and brought in a group of guys that was there last year and came in transferring. So we just meshed well. It's just started off from the summer of us getting here, really, just going on trips together, just having fun.
I wanted to ask you about the summer. We've heard this back since game 1 from Lamont, him talking about that trip to the Bahamas y'all took and how good that was. If you don't mind, kind of explain what some of the things y'all were doing to like bond that sort of trip, and where you felt like things sort of really like you knew it, like it clicked for y'all.
For us, it was like when we had like a boat ride. We went snorkeling. That was really like a big thing for us. Like you had a lot of guys that haven't done that, don't really like to get in the water, but we're all jumping off together. At the end of the day, we all jumping off the boat. Just because we have each other, we know each other's right there with us. We got guys like I'm not really a big swimmer, and I got Josh over here. I seen Josh who's 7 foot jumping off of the boat. I'm like, all right, I got to be able to do it if he's doing it. Like I can't be the only one holding out. So it was just being pushed by everybody night in and night out. Like we'll go out to the water park and just have fun together. It's just like we're just big kids.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. LP get in the water?
Yeah, he did. LP got in. He got in for a quick little minute.
Yeah, absolutely. I did my follow-up question with this. Obviously, Coach Paris has a lot of culture, and the quarter zips is a very big thing. We can't do a basketball interview without asking about it. How many quarter zips do you think he has, and then how much have the guys embraced that?
Oh, we don't even know. I can only imagine what his closet is like with the quarter zips. So yeah, but we've embraced it. I see it a lot on Twitter, Instagram, and stuff. So we've been. I told Colby, which is our ops guy, and we need to do like a quarter zip where all of us come out in quarter zips with him. So it'll be funny to do that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Speaking of LP, going back to when you entered the portal and we're looking for a home and stuff, kind of run us through how LP kind of came into the picture. Do you remember like how he reached out to you? And then when you came on your official visit, what did you see about South Carolina that you really liked? And I know it's a long question, but when you eventually got here, I mean, like real talk, what were kind of your expectations going into it? Because obviously this was a team that struggled a lot last year, 11-21, and had a lot of ground to make up.
Yeah. So like when I entered the portal, the day after we finished. We lost in the quarterfinals to Chat. So I entered the portal. He was the first coach to hit me up when he seen my name was in the portal. He came down and seen me. Came and talked to me about what he thinks I can be able to do to help the team out. So it was just pretty much being able to be a leader on the team, make sure I bring in. He said he told me he had Colin, and Colin was coming in, Arden. So he had a lot of younger guys that was going to be able to make an impact on the team. So he was like, I need a veteran leadership, somebody that's been through the ropes. He was like, I seen how way you play. I played against you. I had to play against you for 3 straight years. So he knew what my talents were. And then so when I came on my official visit here, I just seen how Carolina was just a loving family. You know, everybody talks about being a family, and I just really felt that, especially coming from a close knit community like Wofford. That's what I was really looking for in a coaching staff. So I found that here.
Yeah, BJ, so obviously you recruited to play here. If you were to give a recruiting pitch to, either a transfer portal guy or a guy looking to enter as a freshman, what would that look like?
It would be my recruiting pitch would be most definitely. You see what we're building here. We're building something special. It's just basically after this year, this will be Coach Parrish's third year coming up. So hey, you seen that, and after a year, he's being able to put us in the right position. So I know for you coming at this after my last year or first 4 years of college, that's something that I would look for to be able to have something special going and looking to into my next year.
Absolutely.
Wanted to ask you a little bit about the guys that we haven't seen at all this season. Obviously, Arden and Austin both redshirting this year, and then Deba as well. What have you seen from those guys in practice that we may not get to see? Obviously behind the scenes.
So starting off with Austin, little hero. That's my guy. He is a 3-point specialist, and he could pass. So that's something that for next year to be really looking out for. He's a really good player. He really knows he knows the feel for the game. You know what I mean? Like his brother plays in the NBA, so of course he got that little connection going on for that. But just his feel for the game is really like a big thing to look for because he really can stretch the floor out and make great plays. Um, Arden is going to be Arden is literally like a miniature version of Colin. Like it's crazy. Let's see like the growth of what Arden has coming from the summer until now in practice. So that's really something like athleticism is there. He can shoot, dribble. It's all there for the package for Arden. And then with Ebo's like a similar version to Talon. He's a really like a pure point guard. He's defensive minded. He really wants to lock down and get stops. So I feel like this team, if we really had, I know like with Ebo, he's been dealing with a lot of injuries for like last year, and so that's been really messing with him. But I know for overall that like he really wants to be out there on the floor and practice and everything. He's been coaching us on the sidelines, so he's like another coach pretty much for us.
Yeah, it's huge. I wanted to ask you, I mean, we've asked you about a lot of guys today, BJ, but the two guards that you guys have, Michi and then Talon. Obviously, Michi was here last year, kind of brought everyone together. But talking me through, your guys' front court or back court, I'm sorry.
Oh no, yeah, our backcourt is special. Miji and Talon, that's really like the best 1-2 combo in the league. I feel like because you have somebody in Talon who's a pure point guard who really doesn't look like to score, but unless he has to, but he always ready to make timely shots and buckets. Then you have just a Mr. Microwave and Michi Johnson who lives for the moment and is already ready for it. So I feel like with that, that's like a great little close knit teammate combo that they have, especially right going into the SEC.
What do you say to those guys? Obviously, Michi obviously has been struggling a bit lately, and then obviously his concussion protocol. Wanted to ask, how's he been doing with that? And then what do you say to those guys when they're going through a little bit of a slump like they have been?
Michi's been doing good. I know I seen him in the gym today working out, making sure getting right back with the feel of the ball and everything. So I know Michi's doing good. With his struggles, just as I tell anybody, hey, we gonna need you. Your shot's gonna fall. Try to figure out another way to how impact the game. It's just not all about scoring with us. And you see it any other night, somebody can go and have 15 plus points for us. So it's not always about scoring. We can figure out other ways. He has other games this year where he's had 8, 9 assists. So he's been able to be impactful, just scoring the ball. So that's what I would tell him. And then with Talon, I just tell Talon always, bro, sometimes you have to look for your shot. Sometimes we need you to score. You don't always have to try to get an assist. You can try to score sometimes, man. We sometimes need you to get a bucket real quick.
Definitely.
He's capable of it, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
totally. Wanted to ask you just a little more personal. What just kind of, obviously being a Division I basketball player, I feel like is something that not a lot of people get to know, like what the gist of, what it really is. Take me through what a day in the life and pregame game day routine kind of looks like for BJ Mack.
So pregame for me, I'll usually depending on like if it's a Tuesday game, I have class from 10:05 to 12:55. So I usually get up around like 8:30 to be able to go get breakfast real quick across the street at the Coliseum. We get up a couple shots with Coach Brunson and them before I head to class. So then I do class, come back, we got shoot around. After that, I shoot a little bit more just to make sure I'm feeling good, feeling that my shot is right. Then come back, I'll get on the game with Talon, Kobe, and Morris. We'll play Warzone for a little bit before head over to the gym, get my ankles taped, and then ready to rock out.
Who's the best Warzone player?
Oh, Talon.
Talon.
Yeah, Talon's the best Warzone player.
I wouldn't have picked. Is that why they call him the general?
Yeah, he getting out all call outs.
That's awesome. I love that. BJ, we got a question in the comment. Martin asks, does BJ plan on playing pro basketball after this year?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I do. I do plan on entering my name in the NBA draft after this year, since I don't have another year to be able to come back.
Yeah, definitely. BJ, 5 games left, 3 of them on the road. There's been fans out there and people in the fan base kind of, thinking, oh man, here we go with this team, kind of back to what we've seen in the past. To that, I ask, what do you guys have to do over these next 5 games to get yourselves back on track? Because obviously it's just a 2-game schedule. Like this stuff happens. It's adversity you're going to face inevitably throughout the year. But what do you guys have to do to right the ship this upcoming weekend and get ready for what's to come?
Just still have confidence on our abilities. Just be that same team that got up to this point of having a great season so far. So just having that confidence in ourselves and just making sure that we're right on defense. Defense is everything for us. So I feel like if we're locking down our opponent, that's just only going to transition to our offense, and we're going to be finding a lot of shots, making a lot of shots.
Definitely. Before we let you get out of here, just wanted to ask you real quick, what has Garnet Trust meant to you throughout this whole process coming to Carolina?
Garnet Trust has meant a lot. It really has opened up a lot of opportunities for me to be able to grow my brand and also to be able to reach out to the fans in the community. So being able to do a lot of different events, meet a lot of different people, and network has been a great opportunity for me, and especially during this Garnet Trust.
Yeah, BJ, we appreciate you hopping on with us for the Garnet Trust interview. Best of luck the rest of this season. Hope to get you on before the season closes and you start your NBA draft prep.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, appreciate it, BJ.
See you.
All right, take it easy.
And that was BJ Mack on